That's what I was about to say, KR.
Ah,
But
okay,
you were
okay, okay, okay.
laughing, and I thought you had a comment to me. It's always on the
I
second
had a
segment.
comment. I gave my comment, right? That's a comment. I want subs.
All right, let me see. Oh, I saw the comment.
Russell Simmons. This is another wild story, RJ. Because this is even crazier than the previous one. Hip hop mogul Russell Simmons, the same man who co founded Def Jam Records and who has built an empire, just walked away from a crazy lawsuit without even a scratch on his name. But not because he wasn't able to prove his innocence. The case was thrown out because apparently there is a legal loophole. He argued that he is stateless because he lives in Indonesia. Fair use.
Russell Simmons' move to Indonesia helps him win legal battle. Russell Simmons' relocation to Indonesia leads to a major legal victory in court. A judge dismissed a lawsuit against Simmons due to his residency in Indonesia. Simmons is considered a stateless American citizen. A stateless American citizen is a paradox, as it refers to someone who was a U.S. citizen but lost or renounced their citizenship without gaining another. That influenced the court's decision. Living in Indonesia benefits Simmons beyond yoga and beachfront villas, impacting legal outcomes. Do you think Russell Simmons will return to America?
Yes, RJ. So the judge dismissed this lawsuit because U.S. courts are legally not able to prosecute him. Is this a brilliant legal move or a blatant loophole to dodge justice? RJ,
I think it's
take it away.
so. First and foremost, I need to watch. I want to be careful I want to be careful how I formulate what I want to say. It's the best thing that he could have done in his position, because what he's being accused of is very atrocious. It's clear why he went to Indonesia as well, right? But the fact that he renounced his nationality, it's also says something about what he's being accused of. So because it's almost like preventive, right? So like a preventive measure you take in order to avoid negative consequences. And so, but it also means that other people can also do it. Now, if you renounce your U.S. nationality or citizenship, was it the nationality or the citizen? Nationality, I guess, right?
Citizenship. Thing you said.
Citizenship. So if you renounce it, I mean, there are a lot of benefits of having a U.S. citizenship. A lot of people every year lose their lives because they want to get to the States and get the U.S. citizenship. They also want to enjoy the perks of being a U.S. citizen, like opportunities for entrepreneurship, a better life, more alternatives, high medical bills. People drown to get there. So I don't think someone will do it willy-nilly, but if this is a loophole then others, maybe it's not the first, but others may follow. And that is a risk, I would say. On the other hand, give it enough years, and all the criminals wouldn't be Americans. So yeah, you can deport them. Your thoughts?
My thoughts is we want subs.
But that's what I was about to say. KaiR.
Ah, okay.
You were
okay,
laughing,
okay.
and I thought you had a comment to me. That's always on the second.
I had a comment. I gave my comment, right? That's a comment. I want subs.
All right, let me see. Oh, I saw the comment.
Guys,
Like,
for
subscribe,
those who
hit the
don't
bell
know,
icon for more updates. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so. And you
for those who don't know, we can
you really
we can.
commented.
Yes, I've sent them like 3 or 4 messages.
Five.
Like,
I'm
hey,
counting
the
five.
transition, the transition, the
I'm counting
transition.
5. Yeah. In
Anyway,
2 minutes.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, guys, but let's go back. Let's go back. I hope you could hear that the rewind. Wow, you could hear it. So Jane Doe filed this lawsuit against Russell, claiming she was assaulted. She took her case to federal court, arguing that she lives in Cali and Simmons lives in New York. The court had jurisdiction. Sounds reasonable? Maybe, maybe not. Well, Simmons' legal team flipped the script, claiming that he doesn't actually live in any US state. Instead, he's been living in Bali, Indonesia for years. And because of federal courts require both parties to be in different US states for this type of case, the judge agreed with Simmons, ruling that the court had no authority to hear the case.
It's purely a jurisdictional matter.
Yep. People have been saying for years that Russell was the smartest of them all by moving out to Bali. I think you already alluded to that when you started talking. Because not only did he move out, but he made sure that he's not in any case affiliated a US resident. So he did his research. There ain't no other way that you'd make this move, RJ. He probably also moved majority of his accounts to overseas. The money he has, he sold everything, doesn't own anything in America, so you cannot take anything. And the crazy stuff, he was quite open about leaving the US, moving to Indonesia, starting new, starting his yoga retreat. By chance, it also has to be. It also is a country. Indonesia is also a country who doesn't have an extradition treaty. So that's triple whammy.
Yeah. And to live in Bali, I think it's in Bali as well, right? Bali, Indonesia.
Bali, Indonesia, yeah.
To live in Bali is also not a bad life, you know? Everything's cheaper. He has money, but his money, he can buy way more with what he has. And he has his own business, or the retreat. I mean, he has, from his point of view, from his position, he made the right move to not risk going to court and so on and so forth. That being said, you can still argue that justice, which is a word that I don't like, because as I always say, justice means different things for different people. But justice, this is a loophole that causes justice, that, results in justice not being able to get served. And the question is, would you like to, do you want to live in a society like that? You know, is that what you want? Is that what we want? Now, I have to say, I've seen interviews of him, of Russell, and the interview itself is a pretty, if you don't know his past, you would think that he's a very zen and peaceful guy, and I think he is. I think he has a past. He's a zen guy. I think he's a man with a lot of wisdom. I think he's a very smart man. He's a wise man. But I also think that there are a lot of evidence, or at least, evidence that seems to suggest that he did some wrongdoings as well. So you can be both. Two things can be right at the same time.
I mean, I think people change as well throughout the years.
Yes.
You could be a crazy man in the early, well, crazy. You can do crazy things, party hard, and then realize that the way you partied might not have been the best way to party. So I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I do think that people can change. People make mistakes indeed. So, and one thing is not shouldn't determine, let's say, doesn't determine who you are, but at the same time, you did it, or at least it seems like you did it, and other people did it in the past. Other people did it in the past and are doing it, and they went to jail or will go to jail for it, and you won't.
Yeah, so that's why I said repent.
Yes, repent. Yeah, repent. Yeah, repent. So,
or endure. Which one? Which one do you want? Tell me, boy. Now, all jokes aside, it's crazy, right? It seems like it looks like he will avoid everything now. I mean, like, it's just like Diddy. These rumors have been going on for a long time. His wife, his former wife, mother of his children, he met her when she was 16 and he was 30 something from what I can recall. I mean, yeah, it's a crazy story. At the end of the day, RJ, I do think that people have to. Some people, at the end of the day, they'll have to answer to their own consciousness. Some people don't have that. That is also true. But if it's true, I guess we'll never know if this is true or not. That's the thing. And like you said, some people have sit down for this, had to do their time, or were sued and got cleaned out for actually doing it was proof that they did what they did. And maybe you said it. I mean, he dodged it by moving out, and we'll never know.